Heel heat. Boom, 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 boom. Heel heat. Man, I am sweating, bro. Like, just to put on this one show, I am sweating my ass off.
Yes, you are. Well, anyway, welcome to the first episode of Heel Heat.
Welcome to the first episode of Heel Heat.
Okay, JR. Okay, JR. Well,
it's Heel Heat.
It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. So,
we're filming this on a Thursday night. Yes, we are.
Anyway, we are a wrestling podcast covering AEW properties. We do not cover the sports entertainment trash that just fell into decent hands, but still
decent hands. You're decent. You're not all the way there, but you're decent.
You're decent. You still got some building to do. Anyway, today is our first episode. We are doing
This is the pilot episode of Heel Heat.
Yes.
The Heel Heat podcast.
Yes.
Cast of the pod.
Yes.
And we are going to review this Sunday's.
We're doing predictions.
We're doing. Oh yeah, I said review, right?
Yeah, you said review. Review's not until.
Yeah, the review's not until like Monday or Tuesday, whenever we decide to film that. We're doing predictions for this Sunday night for All Out, baby.
And before we even start, I want to say fuck Bobby Fish for leaving mid tournament.
Mid storyline.
Mid storyline.
Yeah, fuck Bobby Fish as a staff record label and as a motherfucking crew.
Yeah.
And if you want to be down with Bobby Fish,
fuck you too.
Well, then fuck you too.
Yeah. That's how I feel about the other guys. The sports.
I love the sports entertainers of AEW. Only the sports entertainers of AEW, though. The sports entertainers of the industry, we'll say. I'm not too keen.
They're boring.
And
one person in particular, but we'll get into that.
As a wrestling fan, I'm going to say that I don't mind WWE. But I feel WWE could be so much better than what it is today.
Did you just say their name?
I said their name on this podcast, on this channel. I said their name. Heel Heat. Heel Heat.
Anyway, so as of all out, there's only one match that hasn't been finalized.
No.
The trios.
Oh yeah. The trios match is not fully official yet,
which makes me think that a certain team's gonna win, just because
I think it's gonna be Hangman and the Dark Order.
I hope it's them.
Right. But let's start with the 0 hour of All Out. Coming up this Sunday. So the first match we have is Tomohiro Ishii. Ishii, yeah.
How many eyes at the end?
No, 2.
Yeah, Ishii,
yeah. Versus Eddie Kingston.
To be honest, I'm not really interested in that match, but I would have to say the homie Eddie, because it's in America.
Yeah, I think Eddie. I definitely feel like Eddie's gonna go over. Yeah, I think. Who is the? Not like he's a nobody, but it's like, who is this Tomohiro Ishii?
Yeah, the basic American doesn't really know Tomohiro.
Right.
So I'm saying Tomohiro's going to take a loss because, you gotta keep it America.
Yeah,
America, man!
America!
Well, I can't sing that.
So we're both going with Eddie Kingston for the 0 hour. And then after that is Hook versus Angelo Parker.
Who is this Angelo guy?
That's the same guy. That's the sports entertainer guy.
I know. I'm just I'm just saying, like, who is he compared to Hook? Like, no.
Hook is gonna.
And this is for the FTR belt, right?
FTW, yeah.
My bad, FTW, not FTR. They do deserve a belt, just named after them. But
right.
We'll get into that later. But yeah, it's for the FTW belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's staying with Hook.
You staying?
It's staying with Hook.
Yeah, I agree.
It's staying with Hook. Hook's just that dude right now. Like,
right.
He's it won't be quick work, but it'll be quick work.
Yeah, exactly. We'll give him 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Maybe 7.
7? You giving them that much?
Maybe.
Okay. So, and then the final match of the 0 hour is Pac versus Kip Sabian
For the All Out, for the All Atlantic?
For the All Atlantic Championship. When it should, in my opinion, Tony Khan, you need to change the name of that title. It needs to be the All Elite Atlantic Championship belt.
I think that would be too many letters. I think they try and keep it at 3 letters. All.
Or the AEA Championship. Call it the AEA Championship, which would be all Elite Atlantic Championship belt.
And you still got the AE for the AEW.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad idea, but
Yeah, Tony Khan changed the name of that title. ASAP style.
Yeah. And then if you do a Pacific, you could do the AEP.
Yeah, there you go. AEP Championship.
Yeah. For that one, I'm going to have to go with the homie Pac, though.
Got you.
Yeah. You going with Pac or Kip?
Here's my opinion. See, I want Kip Sabian to win, but Pac hasn't really marinated with the All Atlantic title yet. So All Elite Atlantic title yet? We're gonna call it that. Yeah. So Pac hasn't marinated with it yet. So I feel as though, yeah, it's Pac is gonna hold on to that bad boy.
So that means we picked the same all the way through.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So the pre-show is we're both predicting the same thing. It's gonna be Kingston, Hook, and Pac for the pre-show for both of us.
Yep. Facts.
And then we get down to the nitty-gritty. The actual show.
Dun, dun, dun.
The first match that I see on the card for the actual show is Bryan Danielson versus the sports entertainer himself, Chris Jericho.
No. As much as I want the homie Bryan to win, I have a feeling they're gonna throw it to Swerve.
Yeah,
and have the Wizard, the Grand Wizard. Yeah, I said it.
You think Jericho's a Grand Wizard?
I think he might have some questionable views. But I have a feeling they're gonna throw a curveball and give it to the freaking dude. He's worse than PG Punk, but we're gonna get to that too.
Wait, you saying Bryan is worse than PG Punk?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying Christopher.
Oh, Christopher.
Ego-wise, he's worse than PG Punk.
Oh, okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I feel that they're going to give it to Jericho only because if you've been watching Daniel Garcia's actions as of late, he's been trying to make it up to Chris Jericho for idolizing Bryan Danielson. So I feel that they're gonna give it to Jericho. Like Daniel Garcia is gonna mess up, quote unquote, and maybe hit Bryan or distract Bryan, and then Chris Jericho's gonna take advantage of the situation and Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, I see something like that too. Like a distraction, maybe even an interference,
right,
behind the ref's back. But what I do want to see, honestly, is I want to see the rest of the assholes. I mean, Appreciation Society. I want to see them beat up Daniel Garcia, and then Garcia have to run the gauntlet to join BCC.
That would be interesting. So after the Bryan and Jericho match, then we have the interim women's championship match between Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, and Hikaru Shida.
You first.
Me first, okay. So I feel that it is vital that AEW gives this match to Toni Storm. It is vital that they do that. And if they don't give it to Toni Storm, they better give it to Jamie Hayter. And the reason why I choose those two, like Jamie Hayter is my runner-up, but Toni Storm is my decision. Only because Toni Storm's like really hot right now. Like she's piping hot. Well, I wouldn't say piping hot, but she's hot right now, right? And
physically,
definitely physically, she's hot. But if they don't want to go with Toni Storm, they have to go with Jamie Hayter. Like Britt Baker's had the world's women's title for a long time, too long actually, and I think if they really want to throw like a curveball, they would go with Jamie Hayter. If they want to go with what the fans want, I think they should go with Toni Storm.
I say Toni Storm. I don't want to see anybody else with the belt but Toni Storm. Unless it's maybe... Toni Storm. Toni Storm.
Toni Storm, okay.
Yeah.
And so after the women's match, right? Then we have the House of Black versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro.
The Redeemer, with the Redeemer on your side, I'm guessing it might go to Darby, Sting, and the Redeemer. However, personally, I want it to be House.
Yeah, I want it to be House of Black myself. I feel like the House of Black should win this match only because it's the House of Black.
Yeah, you
can't go wrong with the House of Black. But no, honestly, I don't think Sting, Miro, Darby Allin, and I don't think those three have. There's just like not enough momentum behind those three in order to.
And they don't really. I don't know if they have the chemistry.
And the chemistry, yes.
Like we know, Sting and Darby got the chemistry together. Because apparently Sting is doing 29-year-old shit now, jumping off rafters and onto tables and shit. You didn't do that shit before,
right? Yeah, I didn't ever see him do that shit. I think he's doing too much to prove that he can hang. Yeah,
and that's because of Darby, and they got the chemistry, but adding. The person didn't Miro take the belt off of Darby, the TNT belt?
Yes, he did.
Adding that component into the mix, it's like I'm a side eye, so I think it's House of Black.
And the thing is, they addressed it in a promo. They said like Miro said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, you know.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll see.
But for this one, I got a house. The house.
You got the house.
Yeah.
You got that house.
Yeah.
But I know who you're gonna go with for this next one. I know who you're gonna go with for this next one because we got the TBS
Come on, man.
Championship on the line.
Come on, man.
When we got Jade Cargill
Come on, man.
versus Athena.
Come on, man. It would be nice to have Athena win it, but it's too soon for her. It's going to Jade.
And then I don't think there's enough of a story behind it either.
Nah, it would be just like throwing a belt on the. I was gonna say a name from the other guys, but I'm not.
I'll say it. It would be. I mean, if this was Mercedes, this belt would be already on her waist.
And Mercedes will be going after Thunder, Lightning, Lily.
Yeah, she would be in that match.
She wouldn't be going for no TBS title.
Right, you're right. But well, it depends on how Tony Khan wants to book her.
True.
Because it's like if you want to book her from lower levels up, TBS championship and then win the championship.
Or hold both.
Or both.
Yeah.
But this TBS championship match is too easy, and we're gonna go with Jade Cargill.
Yeah. Love you, Jade.
Love you, Jade. Jade. It was me who was screaming when you came to Los Angeles. I was screaming, "I love you." I think you even liked the picture. So when you get a chance, just leave your phone number in my Instagram DM. Don't mind this young man right here. Just listen to me, please. I know you're that B word. I'm not gonna say it, but I believe whatever you say, Yeah, just drop your phone number, please.
Anyway, yeah, it's going to the boy Jade.
And then we have Jack Perry versus Christian. Jack Perry versus Christian.
To be honest, could I ask you something?
What?
Are you really interested in this match?
I am, in a way. I want to see Jungle Boy change into Jack Perry. Give me a taste of what Jack Perry's going to be without the, gimmick. Let me see that. That's what I want to see. Now, Jungle Boy, if you show up, I don't want to see this match. But if Jack Perry and Jack Perry only shows up, I'm down for this shit.
JP, I'm just not really interested in this match because I'm tired. Like, I like Christian, but I'm not really. Okay, this is one of those storylines that could have wrapped up a little while ago, but we know Tony with the long-term booking.
Long-term booking, yeah.
The story that could wrap up in 3 months, he stretches it out to
long-term Tony.
Long-term Tony, oh.
Long-term Tony.
LTT. So I'm gonna probably have to give this to the Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Jack Perry.
Yeah, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Unless they're going to drag the storyline out a little longer, then it would go to Christian.
Right. But there's one match that I really don't care for, and that is let me give you my prediction for Jack Perry versus Christian first. I'm going with Jack Perry.
Stop reading my mind. Stop copying me.
Yep. Oh yeah, you just said to stop copying me.
Stop copying.
Yeah. But then we have Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and Motor City Machine Club. This one I really don't care about myself.
I don't care about, but the homies FTR in it, so they're gonna win.
Yeah, FTR and Wardlow are gonna win. Next, so I'm gonna save the casino battle, the casino ladder match for later. We'll answer that before we hit the World Championship match.
Okay.
But I do want to talk about the World Tag Team Championship, Swerve in My Lane, or Swerve in My Glory, versus the Acclaim. This match, these belts really should go to the Acclaim, in my opinion. But I feel as though Swerve and My Glory are going to win this match.
I do too, but I look. Everybody loves the Acclaim.
Right.
Like everybody loves the Acclaim.
But you know what? This might be a toss-up because I just thought about it, and I thought about it because of the trios match, and we'll name that prediction later. But the belts, the belts, the trios belts. The winner of the people who I think are going to win the trios match, because they're getting the belts, I feel that leaves the tag team belts open. So the Acclaim could win because I don't think FTR is really ready for the AEW tag team belts. They have the ROH belts.
They do have the ROH belts.
So that's that kind of rattles my mind a little bit because but then again, Swerve in My Glory, they this will be their first title defense, right? Or second? This will be their second.
I think second.
Yeah.
Because they defended it against Private Party recently.
Personal Gathering, that's right, yes. They did beat Personal Gathering.
Personal Gathering. I'm probably gonna go with
I'm gonna go with the Acclaim. I'm going with the Acclaim because I want to put that energy in the air, and I do want them to win.
I want them to win, but I'm gonna have to say it's going to Swerve in Our Glory.
You traitor.
Hey, I'm just 2 title defenses.
It's happened before. It's happened before.
Fuck it, you know what? I'm going with the homies, the Acclaim.
I'm going with the Acclaim as well. Scissor me. And then we have Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh, I ain't going with Baby Dwayne. I'm going with Powerhouse.
I think I'm going to go with Powerhouse Hobbs too, only because Powerhouse Hobbs has
He has
more to, he has more to gain from this than Ricky Starks.
Yeah,
Ricky Starks could take this loss and still be a great wrestler.
Yeah, because Ricky had the FTW belt for a minute, even though he hardly ever defended it, but he won matches and shit. So,
right.
Yeah, it's the homie Powerhouse. You know
right.
What I mean? Get in there, demolish people, like just destroy that boy from the homes. Destroy him, right?
And then we have the Trios Championship.
We just gotta wait to see if Dark Order beats Best Friends, which I think is gonna happen. Like, as much as I like Orange Cassidy, I don't think I don't think he's championship material.
But then again, it's like, okay, so since Red Dragon is no more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hangman and Dark Order versus Best Friends. Best Friends has more chemistry. And when you take Best Friends and you compare it to the Elite, you know, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, that seems like a greater match than Hangman and the Dark Order versus the Elite. I mean, it makes sense only because, I mean, Hangman and Dark Order versus the Elite makes sense only because Hangman was part of the Elite. However, you know, if you want to go chemistry for chemistry, you know, it's more so.
Yeah.
Best Friends.
So I'm saying this: if Best Friends wins on Friday, it's gonna be the Elite. If Hangman and Dark Order win on Friday,
it's still gonna be the Elite.
but it's a toss-up.
You think so?
Like they could be like, "Ha! You thought it was these guys."
Nah, I don't think. I hope Tony Khan would not be that. You don't want to give your inaugural belts to. Well, they're not really thrown together, but you know, somewhat of a team. Like Hangman and Dark Order are somewhat of a team. They're not a real team. But Best Friends and the Elite, they are a team.
As much as I don't like, I would rather the Elite not be the inaugural champions. But it's probably gonna be the Elite.
Yeah, I see it being the Elite.
They made it
the EVPs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Elite Vice Presidents. Huh?
So, we have 2 more matches to go. The Casino Ladder match and the AEW World Championship. Undisputed. I think you're sliding out of the frame there, sir. So, we have 2 matches to go. Undisputed. Well, it's already undisputed. But we have 2 matches to go. The Casino Ladder match and
The AEW.
the AEW Championship.
So,
So,
heavyweight championship.
let's do the Casino Ladder match first. We have Claudio Castagnoli
The homie.
versus Wheeler Yuta
The homie.
versus Penta El Zero
Oh, he's cool.
versus Ray Phoenix
He's cool too.
versus Roosh
Eh.
versus Andrade
The
versus Dante Martin
homie.
versus a mystery opponent.
Who do you think the mystery is going to be?
So, there's a few people I think it's going to be. It's going to be either MJF, Adam Cole, who recently got, or W. Morrissey, or somebody who recently got fired from WWE. So, or somebody who got fired from WWE who doesn't want to go back to WWE.
Like everybody is wondering what Wyndham is going to do.
Yeah. And Braun Strowman just signed back with WWE, so.
Oh, Adam Scherr's with those guys again?
Yeah.
I guess CYN wasn't doing too well.
Right. So, my prediction for this Casino Ladder match is either got to be the Joker or Claudio Castagnoli? Those are my picks. And the Joker is my runner-up.
The Joker's your runner-up.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel that it's either going to be Claudio.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of, like, Andrade's been, like, there.
Right.
Like, he deserves something.
He does deserve something.
He deserves something. Like, the winner of this match, what do they get? What do they get?
They get
Title
a title shot of, whatever title choice.
I don't want him to give it to Andrade. Yes, I want him to give it to Scarface.
Just Scarface.
Yeah, I want him to give it to Scarface. He deserves something. He's been there for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with either Claudio or Scarface.
Claudio or Scarface.
Yep. Andrade or Claudio. I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to, throw a monkey wrench in that and give it to somebody we never thought, like Penta.
Right, and that would be a hell of a monkey wrench. That would be a hell of a monkey wrench.
Like Ray Phoenix, he gets injured too often.
Mm-hmm.
Penta's been the workhorse out of that crew.
Right. So, the last casino winner, wasn't that Wardlow?
I think so.
Yeah. So, okay. Alright. Because that's when I think Wardlow chipped in and then he won the TNT title, or he won the TNT title.
I don't know.
But I know he was the last winner. So now
Give it to the homie Andrade.
So now that we're done with the casino ladder match, we both chose Castagnoli or the Joker. Or no, you chose Andrade.
Yep.
You chose Andrade.
Goddamn right.
And I chose Claudio. And our runner-up is the Joker. But now we're on to the championship match.
Wow, dang. You make a... Okay.
You really don't like PG Punk, huh?
No.
What did PG Punk do to you?
He left for 7 years, man. No, I'm joking. I'm just tired of him. Like, it just seems like everybody's fanboying out just because he came back, and it's like, ooh.
So you feel like the mystique is long gone and over?
Oh, way long gone.
Gotcha.
And like, he's great on the mic. Yes, he could tell a great story on the microphone. However, wrestling wise, he falls short to me.
Gotcha. Well, I love Punk. Punk is that dude to me. I don't know. Like we had this conversation the other day, or a few weeks ago. I felt that Moxley needed to become the undisputed champion to solidify his role as world champion, right?
Because he doesn't fold.
And he did. He won the world championship on a Dynamite in his hometown of Cleveland. Because he doesn't fold. And and CM Punk, came up short. The 60-minute man only went 3 minutes.
Hey, Moxley had 57 other minutes.
I still go with Punk because it's just like now we're moving on to Punk's hometown, and you know how Punk is in his hometown.
Yeah, he's a spoiled little bitch.
So I feel as though Punk is gonna reclaim the title in his hometown, which is kind of unfortunate for Moxley because I love this second run of Moxley's World Championship is like the best in my opinion. Like this second run is even way better than the first run with the title, because like the first run he had with the title is like the first half of that first world title run was amazing, and then like he started to become flat. Not flat, but it's like WWE started coming out of him in his second part of the first reign as champion.
And we don't do
WWE. No.
Fuck that WWE shit. Fuck WWE is a staff wrestling promotion and a motherfucking crew.
Yes.
If you want to be down with WWE, then fuck you too. Yes.
I don't want to be down with WWE, but I'll take a glimpse of the product from here and there. But I'll take a glimpse of the product here and there. But what I will say is that what was I saying? I just had to take it
about his title run, first title run.
Oh yeah.
WWE
So the second title run for Jon Moxley is so freaking amazing, and I think it's because the BCC is behind him. So it just makes it all interesting. And then like Moxley is very like very cool, very chill. Like even when Punk first came back to confront Moxley was chilling in the ring, and Claudia was like, "Yo, you got this?" And then like Moxley was in the ring like, "Yeah, y'all go ahead." And then Moxley got up in CM Punk's face, gave him the finger, and then walked off. That's some fucking championship shit to me. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, it's like, yo, this dude creates bloodshed matches. I mean, he bleeds all the time, but he's creating bloodshed matches with this title, and it's like these shits are always epic because he wants to bleed for this title.
Meanwhile, the guy from the other company hardly ever defends his fucking title, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, that's why I say Moxley's gonna win this shit, because Moxley he bleeds, sweats, and sheds tears and everything for this shit, and he's just that's the homie.
Moxley should still hold on to the title. If you want a fighting champion, Moxley is your dude for this match. If you want
somebody who might get injured next week, then go with CM Punk.
No, I'm not saying that. So if you want somebody who if you want somebody like who's equal to and this is what CM Punk was getting at. And I don't think like Moxley's a bad champion at all. But what CM Punk is saying in terms of Moxley is that CM Punk has that pedestal kind of feel.
Yeah,
like
he puts himself on a pedestal and all his fans are like, yeah.
And he's known in like so many media outlets. If you want a champion who's going to do like news interviews and all that kind of stuff, if you want that kind of champion, if you want a Roman Reigns kind of champion, and I'm not saying like CM Punk is anything like Roman Reigns. What? If you want, but what I'm saying is like CM Punk is a media guy, right? If you want that media guy kind of wrestler, then CM Punk is your dude.
But I think right now they should concentrate on their TV deal before getting the media guy. Because if things go like, we know Warner Brothers Discovery, Warner Brothers just like, oh, we're getting acquired, so we're going to clean house.
So you want to have your media guy before they start cleaning house.
No, because they might still clean house even if the shit's popular. They canceled a bunch of stuff. They canceled a $90 million movie before it even came out, and nobody could tell if it's actually good or not. But since they canceled it, you know what? We'll just say it was bad, and people will believe it instead of letting us determine for themselves. Yeah, they're cleaning house.
Yeah.
They're cleaning house, and they're saying something about all the blood and stuff that AEW does. Yeah, you can't they'd have to, John Moxley bleeds just about every match. You know it's short if he's not bleeding and it's over.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going with the homie Mox. The homie Mox is going to be a longer match. If you want somebody that's going to probably get injured in 2 weeks, then go with Punk. But
my prediction is Punk, but my heart wants Moxley to win.
And my prediction is Moxley. Fuck Punk.
My prediction is Punk. Heart is Moxley. Only because it's like, if you want to, and it's, Punk puts on epic matches too. But if you want bloodshed, Moxley is definitely that dude. Moxley's gonna show you that he's putting his heart and his soul into a match.
This is wrestling. I want violence. Fuck Punk. And that's why we call it heel heat. Fuck Punk. I will talk shit.
Because we say some of the most controversial statements that you would expect from a wrestling podcast.
You ain't heard nothing yet though.
This is just a pilot. We're gonna really dig in some shit.
People are gonna be mad at me.
I think I'm the the politically correct side, and I'm not really that politically correct. You know what I mean?
You heard what I said about the other guys.
So we want to thank you for watching Heel Heat. After this recording, we're hopping on with the fellas from Go for the Pin. So check out their podcast too. You can reach myself and my homie C Thoughts on our social media by, let's go with you first, C Thoughts.
So you can follow me on all social media, C Thoughts Music.
Hey.
That's the letter CTHOUGHTS Music. That's Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Yep.
And you can follow me on all social media platforms by just following Raider Raw. That's RAIDARAW. And we want to thank you for watching Heel Heat. Yep. You'll catch us in a few days, actually, when we do the All Out review.
Yep, facts.
So check us out then. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. And Roman Reigns is overrated. Good night.